I think I will start from the very beginning because it's have some technical difficulty. Okay, let's start from the agenda. For today's first on the agenda is the Internet of Things. I will talk about the concept of IoT and the content in IoT and discuss how things become smart things. As well, I will cover the practical usage, the driving growth, and the challenge of Internet of Things. Next, I will cover the Intel Intelligent System Framework that Intel announced last year in Intel Development Forum. Intel has listed 5 reasons why Intel believes Intel ISF is an important framework for the benefit of the Internet of Things. Also, I will talk about what Intel ISF is and what its functions are, as well as what the benefits are of using the Intel Intelligent System Framework. And the third topic is IoT Gateway. It's a new platform and can consider as a middle block of IoT application, which introduced by Intel, and Intel called this new IoT Gateway platform, Intelligent System of Systems, and they collaborate with McAfee and Wind River on the software development for security and operating system. Last on the agenda is our new feature product, UTX-3115, and I will talk about UTX-3115 product spec, application, and updates. The Internet of Things is a big concept, and there is one simple way to define the Internet of Things. IoT refers to the concept that the Internet is no longer just a global network for people to communicate with one another using computers, but it is also a platform for devices to communicate electronically with the world around them. So what are the things on the Internet of Things? Literally all and anything. The thing we encounter in our daily life, the machine and appliance we use in our job or at home, the building we live in, and the car we travel in, and even ourselves will become part of the Internet of Things. The first question is, how will we do that? Well, we need to make the thing on the device or on the Internet of Things become a smart device in a number of steps. First, we need to give the thing a unique identity so that the thing is unique as opposed to other things. Then, we need to give the thing ability to communicate. Next, we need to put sensor on the thing so we know about the thing or environment around the thing. The final step is to reach out and control the thing via machine so we can control the thing from anywhere in the world. So what exactly we will do with it? What practical use will all this be? I would like to use 3 scenarios to illustrate the potential impact on our lives and society. We'll be connected with things and learn about things in a complete new way with Internet of Things. With IoT, the smartphone will become a device which can learn about things, such as picking up a pack of food in the supermarket and learning the ingredient, its origin, and dietary or nutrition information. We walk up to a piano and we'll be able to know who was playing over the recent years, what music was playing on it. It is a completely new way to interacting with the world and learning about the thing that we encounter. The Internet of Things also can reach out and monitor things, observe things. Say a person has heart problem, so they wear wireless cardiac device, which is commonly used in hospitals this day, but the next generation will wear them. Will be able to monitor the patient heart rhythm, being able to give and detect early warnings. A remote hospital computer can monitor the person 24/7 with powerful algorithm and predict possibly a week to a month ahead possible medical issue that may occur. So if we know things are doing, then we can better manage things. We need a better way to manage our city. So if we know where energy is flowing, we can manage the energy flow and predict energy usage. We also can better manage traffic control and eliminate traffic congestion. But for most of the Internet of Things smart devices are in our home at this point. They are in factory, business, and healthcare. These smart objects give major industry the vital data they need to track inventory, manage your machine, increase efficiency, save costs, and even save lives. So according to IDC report, there were 2 billion connected devices in 2006. The projected estimate for 2015 is around 15 billion devices or things that are related to Internet of Things. And by the year 2020, the estimated connected devices or things will be 200 billion, not counting tiny RFID tags or sensors. So what's driving this growth is that there are simply more things than people who are capable of creating data. Things like smart houses, smart building, connected to smart grids, industrial machine and manufacture, appliance, cars, and medical devices. All connected, all talking to each other, and all sending electrical data to the Internet of Things. But they are challenged for the Internet of Things. As the devices have grown in such a phenomenal rate, over 300% just over the past 5 years, these devices have generated all new kinds of data that is implemented and processed by those devices. 90% of this data is unstructured data. We can tell from the intelligent traffic management system with large provision with high definition camera that there is tremendous data coming to those devices. Also, most of devices have specific purpose built in an isolated network, such as enterprise network for security reasons. And they are proprietary and highly vertical. So the implementation is expensive and costly to bring this to the market. Furthermore, based on Intel reports, 85% of these devices are relevant to the Internet of Things actually live in the existing legacy infrastructure. How we are going to bring these devices so that they can be used for all specific purpose and have the benefit of Internet of Things is a challenge to the industry. So based on what we have just talked about, Intel has introduced Intel Intelligent System Framework, ISF, last year at Intel Development Forum. Intel Intelligent System Group, ISG, has further elaborated in October this year what the reasons are for Intelligent System Framework so we can have the full benefit from the IoT. This will help industry and business transform to improve the productivity as well as efficiency, which can reduce a huge amount of operating and development costs that industries and business put into in their development. First, as I mentioned earlier, by now we've seen critical mass devices being connected in the industry. And this is a really prerequisite for the IoT to become real. But furthermore, it is also relatively easy for devices to become connected in the existing infrastructure. And this is a very important point because 85% of the devices that are relevant to the IoT actually live in the existing and legacy infrastructure. And bring those devices into the fold and as well as bring the benefit of the IoT to those devices also is very important to the industries. Computer economics has improved significantly, and this is important because as we bring the IoT to the device, there's a lot of additional performance that is needed. We will have to implement new protocol stack to make sure those devices can really connect it to a variety of different networks. We have to implement security. We also have to implement data filtering at the local level so that we can not only get global insight, but also respond to the event in the local level. And big data has matured in a very significant way, driven by business intelligence and social media. Industry have learned how to create actionable information out of that big data. This is critical for the development of the IoT because without those critical insights, we will not be able to drive the real business transformation that industry is after, which will really unleash the potential of the Internet of Things. And the cloud is relatively universal nowadays with easy provision of service to the Internet of Things. So Intel and its partner introduced the Intelligent System Framework to simplify the deployment of the Internet of Things and empower customers to extract greater value from their data. By using the Intel Intelligent System Framework, industry will be able to connect the devices through a flexible network to the cloud and build end-to-end solutions. So what is Intel Intelligent System Framework? As I mentioned earlier, we've seen a huge explosion in the number of internet-connected devices. However, the devices are purpose-built and have been designed by multiple companies on a different architecture. So consequently, they are very diverse. Intel introduced Intelligent System Framework to bring greater standardization to the industry to accelerate market adoption for intelligent systems. The Intel Intelligent System Framework is a set of interoperable solutions designed to address connecting, managing, and securing devices in the consistent and scalable manner. The framework is made up of several key components from Intel and its ecosystem partners, including software and middleware from Green River and McAfee. By using it, an end-user company can concentrate on converting their data into something valuable like customer insight and new value-added activity. For example, consider a retail company has point-of-sale systems, digital signage, and intelligent vending machines. They all need to operate independently, yet they need some foundational capability that link them together. By using the framework, they can take more holistic view to their operation and concentrate on finding value in their data. So what are the benefits of using the framework? Today, to process developing connected devices involve the use of proprietary components from a variety of manufacturers. Often missing are the security and manageability features needed to protect and manage the network of devices that connect to each other and the cloud, generating massive amounts of data. This approach can be time-consuming, costly, and create a host of IT issues. By using the framework, the hardware and software integration is done for the customer, saving valuable time. Customer will be able to build their system faster, develop a new service, and extract value from the data collected with the end customer in mind. And by having connected, secure, and remote managed solution, an enterprise can focus on converting its data into long-term business value. Also, as I mentioned before, 85% of the devices that are relevant to the Internet of Things are actually live in the existing and legacy infrastructure. Industry and business cannot wait for a full refresh of the infrastructure in order to enable the benefit of business transformation and the great thing about the IoT. Industry has to connect those devices into the benefit of the IoT today. So Intel has come out with a system of systems view. The system of systems is an open platform built on commercial off-the-shelf component that allows the marketplace to establish and implement data acquisition, secure and federate data between the cloud and devices for analytics, establish middleware in a very standardized manner to connect, manage provision, and drive to devices interoperability. All of these components, including software and transaction security, have come together in a full solution that will allow the marketplace to enable and deploy the benefit of the IoT with time to market. Intel started with Intelligent System of Systems with Atom E3800 SoC and Quark X1000 SoC-based implementation for the IoT gateway products. This type of implementation makes it very much possible to bring those advanced capabilities of the IoT to the marketplace and attach those IoT gateway platform to those devices that all exist in the existing infrastructure to get data from those devices, secure the data, and turn in that data to actionable information for local real-time action. Also implement necessary interface and standards to share the data with the cloud for global analytics and global action that industry would really like to take. So bringing hardware and software together is really a critical part for IoT gateway. And Intel has collaborated with Green River and McAfee in developing the software for the IoT gateway. Wind River has announced a software solution called Intelligent Device Platform, which delivers connectivity, security, and manageability, and provides intelligence to the IoT gateway. So IoT gateway can work as an anchor point. It is able to acquire data from the edge, analyze and aggregate the data, and secure the data before sending to the cloud. Then the cloud is able to turn the data into actionable information and push back to the edge so devices and people can make decisions. So we've talked about the Internet of Things, the challenge of the Internet of Things, and how Intel Intelligent System Framework helped to reduce the development time and cost for industry to connect their devices through a flexible network to the cloud and build end-to-end solution, which is what industry is really after for their business transformation. Here I would like to introduce our UTX-3115, a new miniature Advantech UTX system. It is not only an ideal industry-grade machine-to-machine devices, but also is an Intel Intelligent System Framework ready solution, can work as an IoT gateway device and also work as an IoT end device. The UTX-3115 has two SKUs with high-performance quad-core and dual-core of Intel Atom Bay Trail E3800 SoC processor. It is an industry-grade with fairness design and support wide temperature of -20 to 60 degrees Celsius. Like the other AIMB products, the UTX-3115 support remote management SUSE access. And with the embedded SUSE access, UT3115 can manage, monitor, secure, and control all of the connected intelligent devices anytime, anywhere, on any devices remotely. The UTX-3115 also has a 2.5-inch storage capability, as well as a reach with expansion I/O feature for I/O connection with one half-size mini PCIe and one full-size mini PCIe to support Wi-Fi and 3G, 4G proprietary WWAN network. The full-size micro PCIe also support mSATA. As for the display, the UTX-3115 is equipped with one HDMI and one micro HDMI and support dual display for IoT digital signage application. And it also has one RS-485 which can be connected to sensor or control devices for data aggregation, as well as dual gigabit LAN port, one USB 3.0, one USB 2.0, and one micro USB 2.0. Also, the size of the UTX-3115 is only 5.6 by 4.6 by 1.4 inch. So with all this rich expansion I/O features for IoT connection and its miniature size, the UTX-3115 is an ideal product for small embedded IoT end device. But the UTX is not only just tiny and portable. Our first UTX product is able to operate from -20 to 60 degrees Celsius, so it can survive in a variety of severe outdoor environments, which helps with customer remote service being deployed to almost all scenarios, such as outdoor machine-to-machine device, in-vehicle infotainment system, outdoor digital signage, portable medical devices, and industry automation. Plus, bundled with the Wind River Intelligent IDP software, it is also for the IoT gateway and intelligent system of systems, which I mentioned earlier. I also would like to mention one example what intelligent IoT gateway product can do for the industry from the news that published recently. One of the world's largest high-volume air conditioning company has been working with Intel and has successfully implemented the IoT gateway to their HVAC system. And the IoT gateway is able to help the company to extract significant amount of data from the existing unit, live in the existing and legacy infrastructure, and be able to transfer the data to the cloud with 3G capability directly. So no longer has to move the data through the building IT system and to the cloud like before. The data from the devices can transport off the rooftop route out to the cloud directly, so the service technician can arrive on site with the right part and rapidly restore the utility and the equipment. Here are some updates on the UTX-3115. The first update is Advantech and Intel jointly announced their sustainability partnership for smart city and IoT solution at the Advantech Embedded World Partner Conference, WPC, in Suzhou last month. Advantech and Intel have signed an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding, that both parties were involved in the development, manufacturing, testing, marketing, and selling of computing platform in the IoT industry. In the picture, our President Chen is holding in his hand the UTX-3115 product is for IoT end device as well as for IoT gateway product. Also, we will pull the IoT, the Wind River IDP as well as McAfee security software to our UTX-3115. So the UTX-3115 not only can work as an IoT end device, but also can work as IoT gateway product. The last update is the UTX-3115 engineering sample available January 2014 and MP on March 2014. Okay, this concludes today's presentation of UTX-3115 for Internet of Things application. Thank you.